smoke?
No.
Long day?
Endless. It's only the armory show and I've got nothing.
Well, there'll be other shows, my love. Remember Hokusai, the Japanese painter? He said nothing he did before 70 meant anything. Takes time, Dutch.
200 years isn't enough.
200? Well, then maybe you should consider a new line of work.
Get out.
Dutch, we've paid her for the day.
Excuse me, I'm a professional. I've posed for real painters.
You be quiet.
Out now!
Dutch, Dutch, put it down. Put it down.
What are you doing? Dad! Dad!
What, you know this guy? I got a call from organized crime. They want in on the Chinatown investigation.
Why?
Like General Chow's chicken, what do you care? Give them the case. There's plenty more where that came
They can't have it.
You don't even have an ID on the Vic.
We're close.
Yeah, so is Jupiter if you're on Mars.
I want this case, Sarge.
Motivation. All right, I like it. I'll go talk dirty to the feds, buy you a couple more days. Is there anything you want to tell me?
My life's an open book.
That's what I thought.
Is it me, or John Doe is the fastest growing segment of the population?
Any identifying marks?
6 bullet holes. 1 exit wound. We're probably looking at 5 rounds. Aside from the little setback of being dead, he's pretty healthy. No needle marks, liver's a nice rust color, pink lungs. Oh, I got a joke for you. A dyslexic walks into a bra. A bra. See, he's dyslexic. Name's Crisscross. Forget it.
Homework? What subject?
So it's in the world. It's called the crossword puzzle.
Oh.
They give you the clues and the answers crisscross.
Clever. Sorry about today, Rosie. Losing my temper.
You should tell that to Mother, not me.
Oh, I already did. It's just, I'm a painter. It comes with the territory. Like, I have something in my mind when I can't get it on the canvas, it makes me crazy.
That's not an excuse.
You're right. It isn't.
Why? Why is it so important?
Mozart's Requiem. He wrote it over 100 years ago. People still listen to it. They'll listen to it forever. It's our connection to the past and the future.
I don't care about Mozart.
It's just old. Well, you're young. Probably seems that way, but I've been around a while, and I can tell you this. Art links us over time. Everyone who's ever heard Mozart or will ever hear it, we're all connected. Do you understand?
Don't know him. What else? You got exactly 1 minute.
Help us out, detective. No one knows Chinatown like you do.
I know what I know. 50 seconds.
Give us a break.
You think I stand around all day and do interviews? 40 seconds. I get made, I end up in the river. How long do you work undercover?
Don't ask him.
Did a 10-year stint in the CIA.
Look, we think this is a gang beef.
Everybody down here wants to be a gangster. Coke dealer Mont went south last week. Guy ran his whole magazine. He just had a bad temper. ADD or something.
This kid was killed in a building owned by Donald Chen.
This is all Chen's territory. Made his name by inviting another Tong leader to a peacemaking dinner. Shoot him in the head. You sneeze down here, Chen knows about it. Time's up.
It's Amsterdam. I need you to run a DNA profile on a homicide victim and compare it to a second sample from a possible family member.
Yeah, I will do. Thanks.
What the hell's that? A family tree. The kid was murdered. I think he was one of mine.
That's some dense foliage.
This branch stops around 1910 with my son, Rosie. Looks like he didn't have any children. Or he did, and I lost track of them.
I didn't think you lost track of anyone.
You know how certain things in your life you wish you tended to better?
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Roosevelt, for being such a good help. Let me know if we need more wine. Oh, Sasha, Maria, welcome. We're still setting up. Let's get you some wine. Amelia, why don't you say hello to Dutch? Thank you.
So, Dutch, I understand this is your cheering up party.
Yeah.
Is it working?
What do you think?
Maybe you should read the masses. It's going to change everything.
Change is rare and slow.
You want change? You should exhibit in my gallery, Make it easier to get you into the armory show.
The work isn't ready.
Never is. We're going in some interesting directions.
Well, I should have arrived by now. Each painting is worse than the last. Now I paint out of curiosity to see how bad it can get.
It isn't bad. It's just stiff, constrained. It isn't free. Perhaps like the artist.
Dutch, this is Alice Crayborn. She's a modern dancer. The next Isadora.
There's only one Isadora.
And she has a very bad habit of speaking her mind.
That could get you into trouble.
So I've been told.
Any wine, Dutch?
No. So how would a dancer feel about sitting still?
Looking to pin the butterfly.
Hello? I'm Dutch's wife, Samantha.
This is Alice, my new model. Hey, Sarah. How about a new cell phone plan? Unlimited rejection.
We got a hit on your John Doe's fingerprints.
He's a skill? He has a record?
Department of Education. He was a teacher's aide.
Yeah. A cop. With no gun.
This is Special Agent Lawson, FBI.
Yeah, I can tell by the shoes.
He's with the Organized Crime Task Force.
I thought we agreed this is our case.
It still is, but the rules of the game have changed.
Your Vic's name is Alex Spoor. You may know his family. They've got a little brewery in Brooklyn. Solid New England stock. Here's a sample of some of their most recent work.
Crime family.
Born and bred. We've had him under investigation for 3 years. Harry Morton, labor boss, garroted in his car. Elsie Gennaro, 68. Apparently she saw something she wasn't supposed to. Stab in the heart.
Yeah, we get the picture.
If the Chinese killed Alex Spoor, all hell is gonna break loose. A gang war.
I thought he was trying to become a teacher.
Doesn't matter if he was studying to become a nun. He's one of them. You can't escape who you are.
Hey, you're 400. What you in training for?
Oh, it's a release.
Of course, now that you and Sarah have done the deed, maybe you are mortal. In which case, you better be careful.
If she's the one, then where the hell is she? The shaman didn't say much about voicemail.
What's the story with the dead kid?
Alex Spoor? Well, it turns out he's part of a violent crime family. My family. Somehow this branch went bad and it started with me.
Hey! It's my family, too. People are people. If I took responsibility for everything you did, I'd never get out of bed in the morning.
It was like 200 years ago. He beat up somebody in a bar. Today, one of his descendants blows up a building. Now, you can say it's not your fault, but you're connected to
It's
it.
the butterfly effect. A butterfly flaps his wings in India, and you don't get your wine shipment.
With me, it happens over time. Most people don't live long enough to see it.
Because we only live one life.
One life, it's just the blink of an eye.
So who am I supposed to be in your painting?
You're an odalisque.
What's that?
She's a virgin slave girl in a harem. If an odalisque does well, she could become a concubine.
Really? Must be nice to be king.
Sultan.
How's the work?
Fine.
Need anything?
Nope.
My God. This is really extraordinary. I was going to make lunch.
I don't want to break.
Well, maybe for Alice.
No. She looks better hungry.
Well, here they are. The downside of procreation begins with Theo Spoor.
What about his father?
That's as far back as we go. But you can always ask the old man. He's still around. Nicholas. Made his name taking over the Brooklyn docks. Killed a baker's dozen doing it.
Most of that traffic runs through Jersey now.
The spores have diversified. The drugs, prostitution, counterfeit goods. Piers Spore, the middle brother. Killed a few months ago in a gangland hit. Still unsolved.
Sounds like a war's already on. What do you have on Alex?
No, whatever Alex was into, he was flying too low for our radar.
What's the connection to Chinatown? Are the spores making a move?
Well, like I said, they're versatile. I can't comment any further.
You can't comment. This isn't a press conference, is it?
Since Alex died, there's been a lot of chatter on the wire about the Chens.
Any of that chatter involve a name?
The name is Chen. I'll give you what I can, Detective. Last time I checked, we were all on the same team.
That's my brother.
I'm sorry, Mr. Spore, but we have to ask you some questions. What can you tell us about Alex? Anyone he had problems with? We know this is a difficult time. The more information we get, the faster we get it, the better our chances
You
are.
think I care about your chances, Detective?
Like you said, it's a bad time, but we need your help. You need to clear a case, that's all. This was my brother. We'll get whoever killed Alex.
I don't want to get him. I want to kill him. You already got his son in the end for Chinese.
Start a gang war, blood will run in the streets, theirs and yours. You want to lose more family?
I've already lost 2 brothers. My family's not your business.
Well, that's why you're wrong.
What do you care?
Let's just say I have a personal interest. Now, we'll get whoever did it, but I need you to let us do our job. 1 week. I don't make deals.
It's not a deal. It's a promise.
You ever wonder why so many New York tenements are 6 stories high?
Water flowing from the upstate reservoirs will go that high unassisted. Otherwise, you need a water tower or a separate pump.
You really annoy me sometimes. Ladies, NYPD homicide. Do you recognize this man?
You've never seen this guy before? No?
Do you recognize this man?
Excuse me, have you ever seen this guy before?
No, never. Do you recognize this man? No.
No?
Talk about blue wall. We've hit the Great Wall.
On the contrary. NYPD.
No speak.
You speak fine, all the tourists understand it.
Maybe we should take a look inside.
You need warrant.
Oh, you steered us in. I was shocked to find illegal counterfeit merchandise. You ever seen this guy before? Huh? You know Donald Chen?
Mr. Chang, good man.
Good man, is he?
You been asking about Mr. Chan?
Is that a crime?
He's flying in from Hong Kong tonight. He would answer your questions at the Midnight Restaurant, 10 o'clock.
Charming man.
10 o'clock. Can I talk to you?
You're a detective. If someone doesn't return your calls, it's a clue.
What do I need to do to make this right?
I asked what was going on with you. You handed me a fairy tale about being 400 years old. Okay, I get it. There are things in your past you can't talk about.
It's complicated.
I know about complicated. I was married to a reporter who worked 90 hours a week and called me every day to tell me he loved me. Turns out he was in Chelsea sleeping with a former assistant who was putting through fashion school. Now she has her own line. That isn't going to happen to me again.
That's not what I meant by complicated.
Look, something is happening between us. I know that. But I have an aversion to being lied to. So just answer me this. Have you ever cheated on anyone?
What happened a long time ago. This time, it's different.
Is it? Or is it different every time you do it?
Rosie! Rosie! I thought you were at school. Rosie, this thing with Alice, it just happened. It doesn't mean anything.
It didn't just happen. You made it happen.
You can't understand.
Why do we have to live like this? That girl, she's 5 years older than I am. This isn't a family.
It may not be the family you want. It's the one you've got.
You're right. I don't want it.
Rosie, whatever happens, you're my son. You always will be.
I like it, the darkness. In the old days, before it.
You used fire, I know.
Mr. Chen, Detectives Marquez in Amsterdam.
Nothing for us. Understand, Donnie, what you can be hazardous to one's health.
Mr. Chen, you probably know why we're here. Alex Spoor was murdered on your turf. If there's a gang war, it'll turn this place into a ghost town. It'll kill your business interests. We need to know what you know.
Remember the Tong Wars? Turn of the century? Epstein Tong, the four brothers? It's been the year of the rat. Your great-grandfather was a police informant. And the thing is, they're all gone now. All of them, forgotten. Do you want to be remembered, Donnie? Do you want a legacy? Be a peacemaker.
How did you know about my great-grandfather? No one knows that.
I'm a cop.
As for the Spoors, I don't kill boys. When it's time to cut, I sever the head.
Down! Everybody down! Anybody okay?
Of course, the feds.
Whoa. Sorry, it's a family gathering.
See who's Bull?
Mr. Spoor, he's a cop.
We know each other?
Might have known someone in common.
The viral Klimt.
Do you have anything in for Colton?
Let him in. We have nothing to hide.
Five days left.
Went to talk to Chen last night. Funny thing, while we were there, somebody shot up his restaurant.
What's that have to do with me?
You tell me.
I don't operate that way.
No? I've seen how you operate. Now, I'm a homicide detective. My best friend, that man right there. You, I could care less about.
Well, my day is ruined. Look, I could tell you where I was, who I was with, but that's just conversation. I could have ordered it done, but I didn't. Now, I've done things you could never understand, but I never break my word. Ever.
I understand Alex had a girlfriend.
He liked the quiet ones. Just not here. Not today.
I think it's extraordinary. Your best. Do you love her?
It's just work.
Oh, please, Dutch, don't insult me.
All I know is that ever since she arrived, I can paint again.
I did that for you once.
You still do.
Let's move out of the village. Lead a normal life. It'll be better for Rosie.
I mean, for you.
Yes. I don't belong here anymore. Look at me. My hair's gone gray. I want different things. You look and act the same as the moment we met.
I don't want to lose you.
Then you're going to have to make a choice, aren't you?
We ID'd the drive-by shooters at Chen's. We made a partial plate to a rival Chinese gang. Ballistics matched some of their previous work.
Spoor was telling the truth.
Well, nobody lies all the time.
Amsterdam. How was the wake? Hey, I bet the beer was good.
You went to see Spoor alone?
I was in the neighborhood.
You sure you weren't taking care of me? Partners. It's like marriage without the makeup sex. What can we do for you?
I picked up something I thought would interest you. Wing storage down on Mott. Alex kept a locker down there.
Come see. Well, you can't blame the kid with what they pay teachers these days. So the Spoors were moving in on Chen, trying to get in on a counterfeit trade. That's motive.
Maybe.
Oh, these are good. What do you think? talked to you over the phone, I realized it was important. It is. Because you have the totally wrong idea. Alex was no criminal.
I think we got that idea from opening his locker full of bootleg merchandise.
I don't care if you found a dozen Fabergé eggs. I know him. Alex and I were together for 3 years.
You're aware of his family?
Of course. Every Christmas, they all watch The Godfather and argue about who's which brother. It's pathetic. Alex hated all that.
Hated?
Well, he loved his brothers, but he hated the life. He was trying to get away and build something that would last. But when his brother was killed, everything changed.
Here it is.
Alex wouldn't say much about it, but it was eating him up. Such a waste. Alex would have been a wonderful teacher.
What part of confidential source don't you understand? What do you care where the tip came from? It was solid.
Well, a little too solid. It could be somebody wants to lay this at Chen's door, somebody who wants a war.
Like who? You're a trained investigator, Amsterdam. Let the evidence lead you where it leads you. Don't outsmart yourself.
You've been investigating the spores for 3 years. You have nothing on Alex. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, you get a tip on a locker filled with counterfeit merchandise.
Sometimes you get lucky.
Excuse me, Agent.
Tell me about Pierce Spore's theft.
Gangland hit. Probably a rival outfit.
Well, Alex's girlfriend said that everything changed after that. What did she mean?
Maybe Alex was sensitive.
Maybe you're protecting someone.
Maybe you should walk away.
Why? You have someone on the inside? Was this kid working for you? Is that why he was killed? Someone found out he was on the payroll?
Here's an idea. You do your job, we'll do ours.
Is that a yes?
No, detective. That's a no.
Lawson's a Fed. If he's been working this force for 3 years, he's heard everything that's been said in that brewery. He's got them on a wire. Electronic surveillance 24/7. I mean, he's got to know more than he says. I'm just gonna put something on that wire. See what happens. Unless you got a better idea. Go? Didn't think so.
Are you an art lover?
My great-great-grandfather was a painter. Walked out on his family, so the story goes.
You never know with stories.
Overheard. Don't drink. It's bad for my business. Yeah. Tell me what made you decide to become a cop, anyway?
I saw too many people get away with it.
Man, you're really bad for my business.
We found out who shot up Chen's restaurant.
You come here to apologize?
Now we think we're about to break the case.
Really?
We found this witness in Chinatown who saw the killing. One of those ladies who steers tourists into buy knockoffs. She's coming in tomorrow.
She'd tell you what she saw.
Wasn't a chance.
She could be working for them.
No, we don't think so. She was pretty specific.
Now, you keep me informed.
You'll be the first to know. I told you I'd find the killer, Nick. Like you, I keep my word. It's a family thing.
What witness?
You know how it is, Lawson. We have to protect our sources. Did I come through loud and clear?
We have been working on this investigation for 3 years. And yes, we do work holidays, and you can't control this, Cal.
Seems to me all he's doing is investigating a homicide.
We're supposed to be on the same team here.
Team? We've got a wire on those people. You haven't given us spit.
We give you what we can. What about that tip on Alex's
What's
badge?
crap? The whole thing smells.
Look, you better watch your ass, my friend. One step over the line, I'm gonna have your badge.
Maybe you'd like to come over here and take it off me.
Ah, boy. The measuring contest. We love when you do that. Eva, what have you got?
I'm not gonna burn a source.
Look, this case could have serious implications on our investigation. I want the name of this witness.
And I want the name of Alex Spore's killer.
It's okay. Lots of fun. Special Agent Lawson, as of right now, we do not have a name for you. John, take a few days off. Go home. What witness?
No one. I made it up.
I'm so glad I could take one for you, and you did that why?
I knew Lawson had a wire inside. I wanted to see if he'd react. If he ignored the bait, fine. But if he didn't, then he has something or someone he's protecting. He bit.
You think he knows who killed Alex?
Well, Alex's girlfriend said that he hated what his family did. What if the feds flipped him? What if he was wired?
You think the murder's on tape? There was no wire on the body.
He'd access to those tapes.
You'd have to get a court order.
Maybe I'll go see some family instead.
Amsterdam, you saw Spore without me again. Why?
It was personal.
You did know Alex Spore, didn't you?
Yes. And no. Samantha! Rosie! The gods have smiled. The Armory Show. They like my work. I bought wine. Samantha? Rosie? DNA work. pronounced similarity in genetic markers. Alex Spore was family.
Not like you didn't suspect it. To Alex.
To Alex.
A descendant of my wayward father. Sorry we never knew you. Your wife and your son. Why didn't you go after him, John? Try to see him.
Say what? I knew I'd have to leave him sooner or later. Better they left me.
Amsterdam? Thought you were gonna go visit family.
I didn't say whose family.
Hey, Dad.
Your partner came to me with a problem. I think I can help.
Whatever clears the case.
See? I told you she'd understand.
I'm not talking to you.
Maybe I owe my little girl one.
I'm not your little girl, Dad. Not anymore. I'm a cop. I work my ass off trying to get a tiny bit of respect. And then you tell my partner to take care of me? Everything I've been trying to build goes down the drain.
What's the point?
So, how can you help?
Thanks for coming, Terry. When Eddie Marquez calls, you listen. He was my rabbi. I mean, he saved my ass more than once.
You've been running the wire on the Spores.
From the get-go, yeah.
Now, we're working the Alex Spore homicide. We think the Fed's been holding back.
You want me to turn over discs from a confidential investigation?
You familiar with malfeasance, Terry? Say a murder was committed, and you had proof as to who was involved, but you withhold it. Any idea what you'd be looking at?
So she's the bad cop?
She'll kick your ass out of your mouth.
Look, you have to understand, this whole thing was classified. I mean, Lawson said it was being handled at the highest level.
Did you guys flip Alex?
Not exactly. The day he was killed, we picked up a phone conversation. All right, the two parties agreed to meet in Chinatown, so we followed them and recorded it shotgun.
We need to know what you got. If it takes a year in the course, we'll take that year. Trust me. For you, it'll be a very bad year.
Save it, guys. You're kicking an open door. I'm still NYPD. I'll get you those tapes. Nicholas!
I told you I'd keep my word.
What do you got?
With 2 days to spare.
Live from Chinatown.
What are you doing? Why are we here?
At first, I thought this was you, Nicholas, but the voice is too late. It's Alex.
I was looked after you.
This one's you.
I trusted you. And you go to the feds. I didn't go to the feds. The hell you did.
Turn it off now. I don't think so. I said turn it off.
I know, Alex. You tried to sell me out. You killed Pierce, Nicholas. Don't talk to me about selling out. Pierce betrayed us. To the Jets. So you murdered him? Yes, I talked to the feds, and I talked to them again. You gotta be stopped, Nick. Pierce is our brother. Not anymore. And neither are you. No. No! Please! No!
You got it wrong, Nick. It wasn't Alex who was on the Fed's payroll. It was you. For years, you've been giving them stuff, wearing a wire. That's how you found out Alex had talked to them. They were feeding you.
You can't touch me.
We're not the Feds. I think we can.
Kill him. Do it.
You don't have a family anymore, Nick.
Nicholas Spore was the most important source we have had in this division in the last 20 years. Do you know how many convictions he brought us?
He also killed his brothers.
What do you think we deal with out there? They're all killers.
Alex Spore wasn't. Now answer me this. How did Nicholas know Alex had approached the Feds? How? It's all about protecting the Golden Goose.
You are way out of line here.
Special Agent Derek Lawson. What a happy coincidence. I just got off the phone with your SAC. Apparently, you failed to disclose some vital information about your investigation.
Why are you talking to my superiors?
I woke up feeling like today was a good day to violate the chain of command. Or did they call me? Huh. Well, whichever. They turned it over to OPR, who are starting their own investigation of you. Amsterdam.